Hold on. Camera issues. Sorry, it's stuck. So you're just gonna have to bear with me until I fix the camera. Alright, camera is officially fixed, but there. Hey fellow time wasters, this is Chronos, aka Suburban Time Waster, and here I am. And happy Pride Day, everyone. Anyone who follows me knows that I put up a poll this week asking what you wanted me to stream for Pride Day, and the choices were Cyberpunk 2077 and Hades 2. Surprisingly, Hades 2 won. I mean, honestly, I thought Cyberpunk 2077 would win, but you guys surprised me. But hey, I set up the poll, so here it is, Hades 2. I was going to stream Cyberpunk 2077 on Twitch yesterday, but then I started getting some problems with... Oh, I better stop moving. But then I started getting some problems with my hub, and I think that thing's wearing out. But hopefully, I got a new one, but, well, the adapter doesn't fit with my computer, so I got a cable adapter so I can plug it into my computer tomorrow. Fingers crossed it works. Keep your fingers crossed that it works. And now for all my LGBTQ fan subscribers, or those who support the LGBTQ, or those who just like watching my content, here is the video game you voted for, Hades 2, where a bisexual princess, which is Melanoy, I never know how to spell that, which is Melanoy, is off to save her father and the rest of the gods from the evil Chronos, who is her grandfather. And now let's get to the main event. Yeah, this just got an update. Alright, checking to see if the camera isn't frozen. Checking to see if my headphones are plugged in, and away we go. Yeah, I streamed this on Twitch recently, and right now I'm in Erebus. Do I want money or magic? Money or magic? I guess I'll go with money. Alright, take care of one ghost, or is that a banshee? Okay, never gather while banshees are chasing after you. Yeah, probably not supposed to be a banshee, but it's got all the characteristics of one. Thank you, familiar. Alright! Hello, money! Let's see what I can buy.
Something I need.
Okay, I gotta buy this. Prophecy said I would. So all I gotta do is sacrifice.
I need this.
I feel like I just blew a lot of money. Okay, I think I want bones. I got plenty of ash. Alright, these monsters are going down. And yeah, I did say Melanoid's bisexual. Well, and that's actually not that surprising. Because in ancient Greece, bisexuality is pretty common.
Going.
Of course, they valued marriages that produced children, but your sexual orientation didn't really matter to them. Okay, salute to chaos.
Salutations. Thank you for summoning me.
Do not forget my mark.
I'm not taking that one. I'll take the one that does me the least damage. And yeah, there was, but marriage, I mean, marriage back in the world of ancient Greece, it wasn't about love. It was about...
Lord Charon set up shop.
It was basically a business transaction. Can I get all this? Shoot, I can only afford one. Well, it's basically a business transaction. That's why...
The master craftsman's gift.
Well, that's why there was a separate goddess for marriage and a separate goddess for love. Because love and marriage are not one and the same.
Headmistress awaits.
Contrary to what the mom...
Wearing the black of night.
What can we do for the wretched souls wandering lost in Erebus, Headmistress? An afterlife of lashing out in impotent rage.
We can achieve our task. The souls of Erebus ought to have been placed somewhere within your father's realm. Till that ceased once Chronos took the throne. Go. Wrest it back from him.
But I gotta fight you first. The Hecate clones. Well, when you failed the first two times, it's pretty obvious who it is the third time. Hey, I got it the first time that time. Kill Hecate's sisters real quick. Now she's off to kill me. Love special move. Wait, well, like I said, love and marriage were not the same. It was a business transaction. I wasted a special move on a clone.
Twilight curse.
Shoot, I'm cursed. I'm a pig. I'm a literal pig. Okay, now I'm not a pig anymore.
You could have avoided that.
Come on. Oh, great. I still got more Hecate sisters. I just want to take down Hecate. And her clone. Hey!
How about this?
And I've wasted fire on a clone. Almost got her up. Oh, come on! I almost had her.
Almost had me. Not quite.
So blasted close.
That's what I was thinking. I believe it. Hecate used to be like
What's going on?
easy pickings for me.
May moonlight guide you.
Suffer 1,000 torments. You deign to look upon me, witch. I shall haunt your every waking moment.
Sorry, I got some water on me. Anyway, as I was saying, for the whole Hecate fight,
Okay, later.
Princess. Your understanding of Discura knows no bounds.
let's see, hold on. Keep her a shadow. Marriage was basically just a business transaction. What it is that fathers would raise their daughters to be pure, and they would offer them to a man that they wanted to make an alliance with, and the man would marry a woman of good status and breeding a man would marry a woman of good status and breeding to pretty much bear their children and be seen as like
Moonlight guide you, Shades.
basically bear their children, but I know there might be a bit more to it. Like they were supposed to be with
Death
nobles.
to Chronos.
With
Fates
nobles,
protect you.
they were supposed to be kind of like shown off as part of the scenery as this is my beautiful and refined wife. Women, so daughters were, and yeah, if you're thinking that this is slavery, yeah, that sounds like slavery. Yeah, it pretty much was. Women back then were nothing more than products. Daughters were bred to be sold, and wives were basically a purchase. The whole thing was just disgusting.
You said something before to me, Princess, concerning mortal kind, that surely they appreciate my diligence because I'm with them in the final moments of their lives. The truth of it, however, is they hate me, most of them, in life as well as death.
I appreciate your candor. What you say aligns with some of the rumblings I've heard from shades loyal to us. Though it's strange, Lord Moros. Your reputation is one thing, but you, it seems, are entirely another.
From you, Princess, I'll take that as a compliment.
It was a compliment.
And mainly how a
It
woman,
was quite a fight.
like in noble houses, they were bred in all the arts such as music and dance and sewing. I think in lower classes they were mainly just taught to raise babies. But yeah, they're also higher classes are also bred for breeding too.
Salutations.
You always reminded me of your father, Milenoi, but lately you remind me of your mother, more and more. Concern for others that you sometimes show. It can be an exploitable weakness.
So she says.
I would never put any such concerns ahead of the task, Headmistress.
See that you don't. Although my remark was not intended as admonishment, it was my honor to have known your family. Even if merely from the shadows.
They'll be avenged.
And they would also make sure that no other man would touch the woman, that she was like a pure and unspoiled for the husband. You know, basically to make sure that the product is not damaged or, I mean, it is very disgusting. It's very objectifying to be seen as nothing more than a package to be opened at the right time instead of a person with your own wants and needs.
Shouldn't be too long.
And it's in some ways it's still like that. I mean, some women still see like themselves as like a product or a gift to be opened on the wedding day, and it's it's a like I said, it wasn't really, it was, there is no religious deal in it. I mean,
I'll take it.
that was just like they do have it in like a lot of religions that the woman has to make sure to keep her virginity intact so as to not be spoiled by the wedding day. But like I said, it was so that the product would not be damaged in any way and the husband knew he was getting a good purchase. And believe me, I don't believe in any of this. I think it's total BS. But
This one.
I'm not buying anything. But it's been like that for a long time. I mean, they use religion like I know that in the Bible it says that a woman has to be pure until her wedding day, and that's how they manipulate a lot of women into this. Yes, and that's the thing about religion, though. A lot of religion, it was actually written by men. It was mainly it was written by men. That's why, because you notice that the women are always getting the short end of the stick. And yeah, homosexuality did not get the short end of the stick during the days of Greek mythology. I mean, homosexuality wasn't seen as a taboo back then as it is today. But yeah, in the Bible, both homosexuals and women get the short end of the stick, and it's mainly because a lot of what's in the Bible, I mean, a lot of major religions today, they were written by men. And they wrote it so that they wrote it to favor men a lot. Because keep in mind, like, it was a woman who ate the apple and cursed all
Whilst I appreciate the gesture and the drink, it is entirely unneeded on your part. Have I not conditioned you to resist the temptations of unspoken contracts such as this?
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Felix.
I know not to expect anything in return, Headmistress. The act of giving needs to be sufficiently rewarding in itself. And please believe me that it is with you.
And I get a relationship upgrade.
Together we shine.
Together we shine.
Oh no, it's not. It's very screwed up.
All grown up.
And nobody should follow that blindly. And a lot of the times it's used to justify screwed up behavior, like in The Handmaid's Tale when the women got their... I got nothing to plant. The women got their rights taken away and they always use the Bible to justify it. And my mom told me about
I
some
should be able to increase my grasp.
really screwed up things in that book. But yeah, a lot of wars like the Crusades.
The tablet of peace showed you how to get here, but I shall show you the way.
May moonlight guide us.
Moonlight, yeah.
Started by like this religious, God, what's that? Entitlement that they think. You know, Sheldon would agree with you because I remember when. Hold on, I'll finish that thought
Something's
later.
changed about that altar of yours recently, and you have been at it more and more, young one. Mayhaps awakened newfound power there, or what?
I've consecrated the ashes and gained insight into the potential of the Arcana, Commander. Requires a little moon dust and a lot of focus. Perhaps the other way around.
Moondust? Think the old broker started pawning off that stuff, though I have heard it's possible a witch like you could brew it up herself. Sounds like you better stock up.
I probably should.
But yeah, you should never follow anything
Welcome
blindly.
everyone to the unseen.
But as I was saying about Sheldon, there was a scene in young Sheldon where his mother was married, went insane, started taking away all of his comic books, even Casper, the friendly ghost. Alright, I don't have that ranked up yet. And then he gave her the Bible and said that she needed to take away this book too.
Oros.
And said it had all that stuff in it. I mean, Sheldon does anger me a lot, but that was one of the times where he actually made me laugh.
To the abyss.
Mary did not see the hypocrisy in that.
Time is against us.
Just so you know, I'm not against religion itself, but you shouldn't follow that blindly. I agree with Starlight. That. Hold on, let me get a
As you
move
set forth
first.
again this evening, let me guarantee that you start off on the right foot. Know that all of us are behind you every step of the way.
Let's see. Well, I like Thunder Rush.
Thunderous power.
You know, these daggers aren't so bad. I think I'm getting the hang of them. Anyway, I agree with Starlight. When that book was written, life expectancy was at 30, and well, the values they have back then don't match the values of today. And it also says don't eat shrimp, or you shouldn't eat pork. So yeah.
Into the purse.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with believing, but you gotta think for yourselves. You should never ever follow anything blindly. That's how a lot of Crusades and the Dark Ages, that's how all that trash goes down. When it comes to discussing topics like this, I find that I'm better writing it down first and then discussing it than I am Alright, let's upgrade. Oh yeah, science. Oh yeah, I'm not anti-science either.
Even sturdier.
I mean, I do support evolution and all the stuff that was discovered by it. What, science or religion? But yeah, it was the same way back in the Greek gods. I mean, in the Greek myth... Oh. I'm agnostic. I'm a little too scared to go full atheist because, I don't like the idea that when I die, that's it. I'm dead. Nothing further than this. Kinda scary. So if you ask community, an agnostic is a lazy man's atheist. I love that show. It's a real shame that it didn't get the attention Big Bang Theory did. But Greek mythology, it also has all that stuff you talked about the Bible having. I mean, Greek mythology's pretty screwed up. I could use this. I don't need it for the health damage. But all faiths are welcome here. Honestly, I thought about converting to Buddhism. I took an intro to world religions course back in college when all the other spots for other classes were filled up. It was pretty interesting, and well, honestly, like I said, if I had to pick one religion they talked about, it'd be Buddhism. Whereas lately I've been... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I totally agree with you on that. But thing is that Greek mythology, it has a lot of the same screwed up stuff that the Bible has. So here's one thing. We think Greek mythology is not real, but the Bible is real. It's all kind of weird. Oh yeah, I streamed to Twitch. Like I said, I'm streaming Cyberpunk 2077 tomorrow. Meant to stream it on Friday, but what happened was that my hub went out, and a lot of things
Still
just...
rooted here, I see.
So the stream had to happen on another day. I'm gonna stream tomorrow to make up for it. I spent that whole day trying to fix technology problems.
I think not.
Anyway. But, well, there are some people who think the Greek gods might be real. But they don't worship them.
Return to Shadow now.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you caught me too. Anyway, they don't worship the Greek gods, but remember, well, there was. Oh, I've never played the first Hades either. Only Hades 2.
Death to Chronos.
Death to all!
Let's see. Oh, God. I always get so distracted while I'm talking. Why is that?
Wait, so the horned guy over there, he's the one who shows up whenever some mere mortal is about to die in some horrific, unexpected way?
Well, yes. He ensures the will of the three fates is done. But don't misjudge him for it, and there's no need to be afraid of him either.
Are you kidding? I think that's awesome. I wonder if he saw me die. Maybe I got crushed by a boulder, struck by lightning, murdered by my own lover. Could you introduce us?
Don't know if this is spoiler. This is really just mere speculation right now, but I think Dora is Pandora, the woman that opened the box, even though she was told not to and let all the evil in the world. Yeah, Greek mythology and the Bible have one thing in common. They often blame women.
Sure?
And
May
Dogma...
moonlight guide us.
Whatever works.
And Dogma actually talked about that whole thing in the Bible. Well, according to Supernatural, there is a god who talks through prophets, but he's just a writer who deliberately screws up the world just to make things interesting. Take of that what you will. Well, there's another theory. These Greek gods might have been aliens, and during the times of ancient Greece, we may have actually been occupied by aliens.
It's my job, Moros. Simple as that. No one else wants to do it. No one else can do it.
But the retribution you see fit to dole out, how can you be so certain that decisions about such consequences are yours alone? The Fates have quite a bit of say in it as well.
Oh yeah, my mom wanted to watch it. We had to find like a copy on YouTube. Probably not around anymore. You can't even rent that movie off of Amazon. That's how rare it is. But she did talk about how the pen holders were men in that movie. I was just smiling and laughing.
What, you think I'm just another mindless puppet our sisters are pushing around? Come on. Their prophecies are vague because they don't really know what's coming.
Even if that were true, the burden of choosing who deserves what, I wouldn't want to bear it on my own. Otherwise, my judgment would have to be perfect at all times. Yet we are fallible beings.
He's kind of right about that.
Speak for yourself.
I was.
That was deep. Alright, Odysseus.
And, that's the end of my report this time, madam. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to summon me at any time.
I shan't, Odysseus. Although there is one further matter that I wanted to discuss with you, and rather quietly.
They're all designed attractive in this game. At least the ones I've seen.
Certainly, madam.
Yeah, they didn't skimp on the design. Let me see.
Trade you.
Yeah, I always get nectar when I can. should I give the nectar to? Well, I can't give it to any of them. Or them. Well, a lot of people don't want nectar from me. Okay, time to plant and I got nothing. Salute.
Shades of the Crossroads, greetings.
Yeah, I did that a lot when I was playing Final Fantasy. I stocked up as many potions as I could. Yeah, it takes a bit of practice, but once you get the hang of it, it ain't so bad. Problem is, I don't have the hang of Melanoid's weapons, and...
Again.
And I'm sure you're not that bad.
Strength, knowledge, patience.
It's not about whether you suck
guide
at...
us.
It's not about whether you suck at something, it's about whether you love what you do. Alright. What about Hermes? Would he like some nectar? Well, congratulations, Hermes, you getting the nectar.
Hermes, if there's anyone out there who can help me outpace time, it's you. Please accept this for your swift and reliable service.
See you next time too, Felix. Thanks for popping in.
Right, look, you really am. It's just I really need to move along, so let's get to the blessings, if you please.
Hey!
Heard you were heading out again. Figured I'd drop in and send you off. Safe travels and all that.
Honestly, what I'm really bad at, and you probably aren't going to hear this by now because you left, is I have a hard time focusing on the chat and the game. I'm not good at multitasking. I gotta focus on one thing at a time. I'm gonna get better at it. I'm gonna keep practicing. I'm not gonna give up. I mean, this is a me problem. It's not your fault. So hard to choose. Yeah, let me check something. Alright, camera's still working. I've had bad experience with that thing failing on me. All right. Here goes. All right, 3 at once. Now it's 2 at once. Woohoo!
Rocky fetch.
All right, got
Nicely
myself.
done.
Yeah, nicely done, Rocky. Now let's talk to Celine. Woohoo! Go Melanoid, total badass. I think we're getting the hang of these daggers too. Love that I get 3 at 1 like that. Alright!
I have returned.
Salutations.
Great, I finally...
Darkness guide you.
Great, I finally get better. It's when no one's watching.
I bid you shine for me again tonight.
There is one god whose swiftness far surpasses any steed's. And he has granted some of it to you, I see. I caution you not to make too much haste. Steadfastness is the key to victory. Wolf howl.
Together we shine.
This upgrade.
You again.
Oh. That was my own stupid fault. I had the mouse off the screen. Alright! Upgrade, upgrade, time for an upgrade!
The keenest blades of all.
And I've got them equipped. Alright, time for some bones.
What a coincidence.
Of course.
Moonlight guide us and all.
You're late. Already took care of things here, though you'll still get your share, I'm sure.
If you insist on trying to hunt Chronos down, why don't we work at it together at least?
Can't be seen with you, and don't need your help besides. But I get you need mine, so here. Take this, and you never saw me. Got it?
Got it. Well, she actually being... She actually being sweet? There's a problem. Oh, that one's locked. Guess it's a shop for me. Going to a shop when I've got no money.
Valuable for you.
Always use more.
Yeah, sorry, Chiron. Got no money. Let me just get some health. Alright. Hard time with these stupid daggers. Alright! Maybe Nemesis' gift is helpful. And I'm off to get some more nectar. Alright, all the ghosts are dead. There we go. Alright, let's get this little guy.
In you go.
And let's go to Zeus. What's he got for me? Get rid of the banshee-like thing. No optional bosses, thank God. Let's get this thing. Alright!
Lord Uncle.
What about Zeus? Would he want nectar? Oh yeah, he totally wants nectar. All yours, Zeus, nectar.
Benevolent Lord Uncle Zeus, I have for you another offering, as meager as it is. May you soon have occasion to enjoy it peaceably.
I am often showered in such offerings, you know. However, coming from one such as you, it means a lot more to me than the rest. My other children stand to learn from you.
Thanks, Zeus. Though your other children may hate you for that. Or me.
You got here rather quickly, quite unlike that rascal Hermes, I should say. Lately, he's never about when needed. Should he decide to make himself useful in all this, may he prove more dependable with you.
Thanks, Zeus. I think.
Electric.
I needed that. Ooh! Now time for a power-up. And a rank up. Getting another power-up, of course. But yeah, like I said, all those religious stories are very screwed up, but I'll admit they are interesting. All right.
Good work, Rocky.
Power up. Yeah, I got no money, so I'm going for magic. Now I'm off to face the final boss. Wish me luck.
Lim and Oros. You almost had me last we clashed, although a narrow loss is nonetheless a loss. I expect you to follow through to victory this time.
All right.
The all-consuming flame. Arise, sisters.
Yeah, I wasted a wolf howl. On, get them. This time I'm not wasting a wolf howl. Ooh, that was a good one. On. Well, if you screw up the first two times, you know the third time's gotta be the charm. Oh, come on!
Enjoy your newfound form.
Why am I a rat? I hate rats! Seriously, hate them. Really, really hate rats.
Selene tests your will.
Well, hope she'll be happy with my skill. Alright! I got her!
Your growing skill with Lim and Oros makes you something to be feared. Good. Return to
I
Shadow
really
now.
watch impartially.
Huh? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I'll be honest, the gods in Greek mythology were like totally screwed up.
What a coincidence. Refreshing, is it not?
And here's one of them right now. Let's see. I got that.
The eye.
Are we quite done? My dear son Zeus is already abetting you this night. I fear not his famous thunderbolt. Young fool that he is.
Coward.
Alright, time to...
Now then.
Alright, we're done with Erebus and we're in Oceanus.
There's that rancid scent.
Yeah, why does Oceanus look like a sewer? Well, anyway, I'd love to explore Oceanus. I'm afraid my time wasting's come to an end. I can't do the full 2 hours tonight because, well, I got a lot I got to do. Truth is, I'm kind of exhausted because I went to a potluck earlier today. I didn't stay long because I knew I had this, but when I got home, my mom was taking a nap, so, well, I couldn't be streaming while my mom's napping in the next room. Kind of rude. But yeah, thanks Felix for popping in, and thanks to those of you who lurked. Anyway, I I do hope you liked this stream enough to give it a like, and I forgot to make that poll. Well, too late now. I also hope you subscribe to my channel, hit the little notification bell to stay up to date. And next time I'll be streaming is July 4th, and I will be streaming Star Trek Online. I wanted to do a poll about whether it should be Star Trek Online or Marvel's Midnight Suns, but, well, my mom's off, and Marvel's Midnight Suns is PlayStation 5, which is what my mom and I use to stream TV shows and movies. She would be really mad if I took that away from her, so Star Trek Online it is. Anyway, I hope those of you watching the stream on replay also leave a comment saying whether or not you like the stream, whether or not you've played Hades 2. And with that, I'm done. Bye, everybody. See you July.